It's Friday, folks. That means one thing. It's time for the Friday Five. As always, I'm Scott LaFlamme, bringing you all things Yarmouth. We've got another great lineup for you, as always. We've got new friends to talk with about different programs and election results and all the other fun stuff that's happening here in Yarmouth. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and enjoy this week's Friday Five. Number one. I'm here with a very tired Lisa Grant, who spent, as the day we're filming this, the day after Election Day, Lisa and Ruth and the rest of the Amazing Elections team did just an unbelievable job yet again, putting on what was a very busy November election.
It was. It definitely was. We weren't anticipating all those people, but it was great. Everybody came out and voted, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we had over 4,000 voters, about 1,200 of those coming through absentees prior to yesterday,
Yep.
and then 3,000 plus showed up to the polls at the high school. Logistically, kind of some questions there to clean up for future elections, but we really appreciate you coming out and doing your democratic duty.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. So there's a couple of local questions that, in addition to the two state questions, which are all available, the results for all of the questions, both state and local, are available on the town's website. But locally, two questions in front of voters. The first was related to the Royal River Pump Station bond question that passed by a fairly wide margin, and we thank you for your support on that and look forward to getting that project underway. The second was a charter amendment that would adjust the timeline or the appeals timeline for folks to appeal town council decisions, which would change from 10 days to 30 days. So both of those will be taken into effect today and this week. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to come out, and I also just wanted to bring a very tired Lisa Grant on here to thank her for her time leading up to yesterday, to the November election, and all of the election wardens that we have, the volunteers that come by, folks who tabled, everybody who participated in the process. It is another great example of Yarmouth coming out and doing their duty. So
Absolutely.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
With that, we're going to go on to item number two. Number two, I'm here with Liz Rainsborough, veteran of the Friday Five, doing great work at the Yarmouth Food Pantry. And the fall tends to be a pretty active time of year for you. Lots of generosity around the holiday season. This year is a little bit sort of maybe more amplified with the limited SNAP resources and other things, other programs that are being impacted by the government shutdown. And so this is a good opportunity to just kind of raise awareness, because there is food insecurity here in Yarmouth.
There absolutely is. We've seen an increase in our numbers of people, but we've also seen a huge increase in the community support.
Yeah.
The donation box is full, and then we empty it and it's full again, and it's just been so overwhelming, and just heartfelt gratitude to everybody that's donated. So
one of those really great recent stories is sort of some ingenuity and some entrepreneurialism from some young folks here in Yarmouth raising money for the food pantry.
Exactly.
Tell us more about that.
It started with a mother and a father sitting down with their twin daughters and explaining to them what was going on, and how not everybody had the luxury of going to the store and buying things without having to worry about with the money. And so the girls were like, well, what can we do? Can we go buy some stuff at Costco or Walmart? And she said, well, we could, but let's try to do something a little different. So the girls said, how about a bake sale? So they said, okay. They went and talked to their friends at school, came back. They had talked to 15 friends, all 17 of them wanted to do a bake sale. This was Thursday afternoon. By Sunday, they had pulled it all together. They'd baked their goods from Sunday from 10 to 1 in the afternoon, right in front of Royal River Books. They had this bake sale, and guess how much they raised?
How much, Liz?
$2,553 for the food pantry. So we're just overwhelmed. And the nice part is this money is so needed, because we can use that money. We can buy in bulk. We can buy things through Good Shepherd. If I buy a case of tuna fish, I get 24 cans for $12 through Good Shepherd, whereas if I had to buy it at the store, it would probably be close to $50. So the money given to Good Shepherd goes so much further. We also, at the food pantry, we buy eggs, we buy milk, we buy cheese, we buy some meat, we buy toilet paper. So these are all expenses that we have every week to supply to our clients. So the money is really needed.
Yeah,
So
that's great. So thank you to everybody in the community who's given to the food pantry.
It's a great
the
thing.
The need is there more now than ever.
Yep.
And again, financial donations are always welcome.
Right, and if you would like to give, you can go to ycan.info right online, hunt for the donation button. It's a big red button. You click on that and scroll down to the Yarmouth Community Food Pantry. Pick that. If you want to send a check in, we appreciate that. You can mail it to, make it out to Yarmouth Food Pantry, and I believe it is Post Office Box 553, Yarmouth.
Ooh, pretty good.
Yeah. And then there's also, if anyone is needing the food pantry, we're still taking new clients are welcome all the time. We're open Tuesdays and Friday mornings from 10 to 12. And if you have questions, there is a phone number, and I can't remember it off the top of my head.
We'll have that available for folks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then you can call with any questions that you have. It might not get answered immediately, but we will get back to you if you leave your name and number. So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
And to Tom and the rest of the volunteers of the food pantry that make this happen, and the support from YCAN. And it really is sort of takes a village to make this
It
program
absolutely
work.
does, and we can't thank the village enough for their donations. It's just been really, really heartwarming. And yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you, Liz. And with that, we're going to go on to item number 3. Number 3, we're back. It's like a weekly occurrence now. Karen McNeil, YCS Director, and all things, everything happening in town, telling us a little bit more about the upcoming volunteer fair. We had such a great turnout and lots of great participants of local nonprofits and boards and committees here locally that we're doing it again this year. Karen,
We
welcome.
rely on volunteers in Yarmouth, and the volunteer fair last year brought 38 or so volunteer associations looking for people to help and do something with people that are just like you. So we're looking for people to join us. If you're an association or a group or a nonprofit looking for some hands, this is a great place to be. So reach out to me by email. I'm sure we'll have that posted, and we have lots of links available to sign up to be part of the event.
So we're just looking for folks to maybe come at this point. Is there any opportunity for volunteer groups that may not have already signed up for a table? Is there still time to
That too. So we don't need registrations if you're coming to look for volunteer opportunities, but I do need to know if your group wants to do it. And we haven't mentioned the date, Scott.
Yes, of course.
Thursday, November 13th at the Rowe School. The doors will open at 5:30 for people to come in till 7. That seems to be enough time. So come chat it up with people, grab a cookie and some hot apple cider and walk around.
It was really an unbelievable time last year. We hope to see you again this next Thursday at 5:30. So thanks, Karen. We'll probably find something for you next week.
I have something to do.
Oh, fantastic. Anyways, with that, we're going to go on to the next item.
Thanks.
Number 4, I'm joined this week by Rick Snow, who's the post commander for Post 91 American Legion here in Yarmouth. And next week is Veterans Day, so we've got some festivities happening.
We do. For those that don't know, Veterans Day is an offshoot of Armistice Day, which ended the war to end all wars, supposedly, which that's not true. And that happened on the 11th of November at the 11th hour of 1918. So the armistice was signed to end that war, and eventually it turned into Veterans Day to celebrate the veterans of this country who have been honored to serve our nation anywhere at any time. So this is our celebration to veterans. Memorial Day is to celebrate those that have passed. So people will say, Happy Memorial Day. It's for those that have suffered and passed. We have a celebration of Veterans Day here in the Village Green. We'll be setting up the flags.
Yep.
We have over, I think, close to 90 gravesite flags that were of people who have passed that were veterans here in Yarmouth. And we put them up, and the celebration starts at 11, obviously 11 at 11 of November. We'll have the color guard coming in. We'll have buglers doing taps. We'll have a speaker. The speaker will be Karen.
Yep, Karen Ornstein.
Ornstein, who's the chair of the town council, which will be terrific. We'll have some prayers and the laying of the wreaths. At 4, we'll need help taking the flags down.
Yes.
And taking the poles down, because it's a quick turnover.
Yep.
And then we'll go over back to the American Legion post to fold the flags.
Yeah.
And then on the 15th, we'll be removing the cemetery flags.
Great.
Of all the gravesite veterans. And if you are in the community and you don't have a flag on a veteran's grave, we've tried to get everyone's. Actually, it was an Eagle Scout project by a couple Boy Scouts to mark every gravesite who is a veteran in Yarmouth, and I think there's 11 or 12 cemeteries.
Yeah.
So we've got everyone we think identified. But if there's someone that does not have a flag, please let us know.
Sure, they represent.
Yeah, and we'll get that corrected.
It's amazing. For folks who may want to volunteer to either put up the flag poles on Monday or take them down or to do any of the volunteer work at the cemeteries, how can people get in touch with you?
They can reach me via email, which is rvsnow1333@gmail.
We'll make sure we have that on the ticker. So if folks want to reach out, it's a really great opportunity. It's a great event, and it's a great way to show respect for our veterans and to celebrate the military and experience here in Yarmouth. So, Rick, thank you so
You're
much
very welcome.
for participating.
Now, I must
this week.
say
Yep.
that the AMVETS
Yep.
is going to have a lunch
Oh,
for
great.
veterans. I think it starts at noon and goes to 2, or right after
the AMVETS.
at the AMVETS Hall on North Road.
That's amazing.
So
Thanks for adding that. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a lot happening. I think there's going to be a car show out in Scarborough to raise money for the Travis Mills Foundation,
Great.
another great organization. So a lot happening on Veterans Day. There's also a lot of restaurants and other opportunities for veterans to get meals or discounted meals on Veterans Day. And all I need to do is there's some websites that are set up for
Great.
all that's happening. And it is a national holiday.
Absolutely.
So you guys don't come to town hall because they won't be open.
Well, we will have a celebration at 11 o'clock. Thanks, Rick, again for your time. And
You're welcome.
with that, we're going to go on to the next item.
You're welcome.
We're back at the Nerve Center for item number 5, your Town Council review and primer. Last night, the Town Council met during their workshop meeting and looked through the slate of agenda items for the month of November. Those, again, are always posted on the town's website, and you can check out background information and Town Council meeting material there. Next week, reminder, earlier item, we have a volunteer fair next Thursday. So from 5:30 to 7, if you want to go check out on how you might be able to get involved in town or learn more about the different nonprofit organizations and boards and committees that we have here in Yarmouth, check that out. Just after that, the Town Council will be hosting their monthly operations committee meeting at 7 o'clock in the community room. And again, meeting materials are available on the town's website. So with that, thanks so much for tuning in this week. Had a blast as always, and we'll be back next Friday with the Friday 5. Have a great weekend, everybody.